Oh, what's going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back to some more graphical. Today, we're gonna do some testing. We're gonna play with something, and because like I have ideas, we have aspirations that we'd like to do, and I think we should maybe like maybe we should slow down a little bit, make some things to help us do the things that we want to in the future. You know what I mean? It is not a race to the finish line, but I like progressing at a decent rate. So today, what I want to do is actually play with the planter box again, the growing box. What is it actually called? It is called the GROWBED. I actually want to play with this a little bit more. I want to set up some automation with this, and I want to see what we can automate, because I want to be able to farm flowers. I want to be able to farm flowers for beeswax, because I have an idea in the future that's going to require lots of wheels, and we're going to need lots of beeswax in order to make lots of wheels. So plus beeswax is just something we're always looking for anyway. So if I can automate flowers, we could get a bunch of beehives set up. We could get, beeswax coming in pretty quickly. So that's kind of what I want to do, but it's going to depend on the automation of that fancy, is this a metal block? So 10 metal block 1 gives us 10 aluminum. Wow, aluminum, it's heavy. Whew. That's kind of crazy that the metal block is the metal block lighter than the aluminum? Anyways, oh, you know what? I used to use extruded metal for everything. I'm going to use extruded metal. Okay, so I'm going to craft up a couple of these. And yeah, we're going to play with that. So I don't know how any of this works. So I'm going to go through. I'm figuring this out for the first time ever. And yeah, that's just how it's going to be. So I'm probably going to need controllers, some sensors, some vacuum pumps. We're going to obviously need some chests of some sort. I'm going to need some of these blocks here. Also, there is a friction block. What block has like 0 friction? I know somebody commented in my video. They're like, oh, you unlocked the friction 1 block. So I want to see which one that specifically is. Okay, apparently I did not unlock a friction 1 block. I unlocked no frictionless. Oh, you know what? Ice. Oh my god, ice, of course. Ice is the frictionless block, isn't it? Yeah, it has a friction of 1. That's fantastic. Okay, so that's gonna be handy. Now, let's go ahead and let's start off by, you know what, actually, let me just queue up some concrete. So that way we can use that as like a nice little foundation deal. I'm gonna get a few of those going. Because we can always use concrete. Concrete's useful for everything. Okay, and then also, I'm going to need, let's see, interactive parts. I'm gonna need some pistons here. So let me get like 1, 2, I don't know, let's just get like 2 pistons. Again, not 100% sure how any of this is gonna work, but we're gonna try this together. And again, the reason for this is so that way we can, did I already have pistons? I must have already had pistons. Oh, there they are, okay. So let's just go out here. I'm just gonna build it out here. I'm not gonna lie, I have been thinking about moving my base. I like the mechanic shop, and I think it's actually really fun. But like, I've been thinking about moving and building stuff outside. You know what? I mean, I guess there's no reason we couldn't just build stuff outside out here, right? Because I also like how close we are to the mine entrance thing, So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and place this foundation here. And I'm going to start with just one of these grow beds. And I want to see... Okay, so in order to make this happen, we need to water it and plant. And then if we can get it to harvest, that would be amazing. So I don't know if that's a thing. So let me go ahead and just build this pillar here. And I know our friend is on his way over here. Okay, so for water, we're going to need, obviously, the water cannon. And then to plant... we're going to need a vacuum, I think. Okay, so hold on a second. I have an idea. Actually, if I do this and if I use ice, it should slide super easy. And then hold on a second. Let me see. We need, okay, obviously we're gonna need a vacuum pump. That's going to be well, shoot, we could even automate planting too. We could hit a button and then just load up a chest with what we want to plant. So we could, in theory, plant. So water, plant. We're going to need a watering thing. Let's grab another hydro. Actually, do I have any more hydro cannons? I don't think so. No, I do not. Okay, so let's grab ourselves a water cannon. We're obviously going to need like a water thing and like all the extra stuff. I know all the additional stuff we're going to need for it. But I'm just trying to get like the raw machine kind of worked out here. All right, so there's our water cannon. So water cannon, a vacuum pump. So we're gonna need a vacuum pump to plant, But then we're also going to need a vacuum pump to... Can a vacuum pump harvest? Actually, I don't know if a vacuum pump can harvest or not. So let's get some glue. Let's get another vacuum pump because I'm not 100% sure. I'm not positive. That's not a vacuum pump. That was glue. Vacuum pump. Okay, so we got a secondary vacuum pump. So let's go back out here. I have no idea how this is going to work. Okay, so what I'm thinking is ice is a friction, basically a frictionless block. There's a song that reminds me of. So what we can do is we can actually have something slide along the frictionless block. I'm going to put these in here just so they look kind of cool. But let's say we are going to need... okay, here, hold on. I'm not actually sure how I'm going to do this. So I'm just... We're just testing, okay? So let's say I do something like this. Ice here. And then what we need to do is we need to go ahead and get a piston. Maybe right there. And then on this, something like that. Now, if that, hold on, where do I have a switch? I don't have a switch yet. Okay. Is that not connected now? Like, will that actively slide along that? I got to test this because I need to know. All right. So if I get a switch and I hook this up to here, we go like that. And like, let's say I want this to like max, right? Yeah. Look it. It's slidey. Okay, that's why I was looking for the frictionless block. Okay, so the idea that I'm having... Do I build the whole thing out of ice? I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I can build the rest of it out of, like, normal stuff. Actually, what is the weight difference? The lighter it would be, the better, but okay. So, obviously, we're going to need, like, some stuff, right? So, let's say we want to first water... And then after that, we would like to plant. Those aren't going to be, what am I doing? Like, literally, what am I doing? Those aren't going to be far enough out. Like, that's not going to work. Okay, let's do this. So, like that. Okay, is that roughly, let's, maybe like this. Again, we're learning, we're playing together, having a wonderful time. So, something like that, that is absolutely going to work. And then something like this. Is that over the top? Okay, cool. And then I should, again, see that moves it, right? You see where I'm going with this. Okay, so hold on. I'm thinking, because if we were to say have a chest hooked to this, say we wanted to plant beets, because we can only plant so many things here anyways. If we wanted to plant beets, we hit this button, it waters, and then boom, it shoots beets onto this. It goes out, right? It does multiples. If it comes back, it's going to re-trigger because my plan was to use sensors and have like blocks just dotted. So what we could do is we could have it go down one way and then wait for harvest and then come back and then harvest things up. That means we'd have to have it harvest on both sides of this. How do I get this to only trigger one way? I'm not actually sure how I get it to only trigger one way. Okay, I have an idea of how to get this to trigger one way. Basically, we have a sensor on one side and a sensor on the other that would control a set of pistons that moves something in and out of visible range of the sensor. So if it goes this way, it pushes a piston, puts those blocks back in play so they can be seen. Once it hits over here, it retracts those, and then it comes back without setting off. That would work, and then all we would have to do in theory is put a harvest. Can these harvest? I'm not sure a vacuum pump can actually harvest these, to be completely honest. I don't actually know that. I'm not 100% sure, because I guess we could put a harvest on this side, so then it would go down, water plant, come back. And then it would wait, we could harvest, and then boom. Oh, it would do the same thing though, because if it goes down and comes back, it would, okay, pondering. I gotta ponder this. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna work this out one thing at a time. I have an idea for everything else, but let's just test it as we go. So let's say 1, 2, I'm gonna need a third one. So ideally what we'll do is this one to here, this one to there, and then the third one there. And these are going to slide, and they're going to see this block, and then it's like, obviously, this one's going to go, it's going to go, boop. It's going to try to suck up stuff, I think. I don't actually know if that's going to work or not, but I guess we'll find out here shortly. Okay, so I have these set like this, but I'm not actually sure if that even is going to work. Because if it harvests a crop, is it going to try to shoot the crop out, or will it only try to shoot the seed? Because those might actually have to be separate chests. It probably would be better for those to be separate chests anyways. I mean, it would be nice if it would just do seeds, because then the seeds would automatically go back into the farm, you know what I mean? But it would probably actually, yeah, it would be better to have those separate, just in case. Oh my gosh, I just realized I don't actually have a sensor. I don't have the ability to craft a sensor. We're going to have to go unlock one. All right, let's go. Let's run over to the farmers. I think the farmers have the sensors, but I'm not actually sure. Oh, no. Also, how much fuel do we have? Do I have enough fuel to make it back to the farmer? No, I do not. Okay. Wait, any in here? Yeah, we're good. Okay. All right, so quick trip to the farmers. I think I have an extra farmer or two ready to go. We also, one of these days, we're going to have to go and get a whole bunch of farmers rescued. All right, let's see. Do you guys have a sensor? Okay. Yes, perfect. Okay, so I need one of those. And then is this, what is this, a timer? You know what? We might need a timer. I'm going to grab the timer too, just in case we're going to need it. So now, since I can make a sensor, oh man, there's like just that cruise over there, so many ideas, like so many better ideas, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make one of those. I'm thinking maybe we're not going to put the harvesting system on the same thing. And we might just have it on a separate one, because if I just actually, so what I was thinking is, what if I just have harvesters on the side here and I have a separate little system doing that? I don't know. Let's keep testing. You know what? I'm enjoying this. Okay, so let's put this guy here. And then let's see, we're gonna hook this one to this one. And then let me go into here, and I believe button, I'm gonna turn the sound on. So is that enough? No, I didn't hear it go. So is it 2 blocks? Okay, so it's 2 blocks. We'll turn the sound off. And then let's see. Okay, so those are actually hooked up. So this is what I want to do now. I want to see if like this is even going to remotely work whatsoever. If I grab a plant, we're going to plant something and we're going to fertilize it. So what we can plant in there, we can only plant, we'll do beets. Why not? Okay. So we'll do a beet. That is not supposed to be in there. And then do I have fertilizer? Of course. Oh, do I set up a fertilizer delivery system as well? I mean, we have the farm for it, so we could actually do that as well. That means we're going to need another vacuum pump. So many vacuum pumps are going to be needed for this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plant... can't plant the seed in... I thought you could plant beets in there. Oh, it's tomatoes. Tomatoes and carrots, not beets. For some reason, I was thinking beets were... okay, so let's put those back. And then let's do tomatoes instead. Tomatoes and... You know what? It said I can't plant in this grow bed. Is there another grow bed? Is that a thing? I didn't even think about that. There could be another grow bed. All right, let's do that. And let me grab some water. I'm planting this like this to verify that it can actually harvest, because I'm not actually sure that it can even harvest the thing. So, you know, it might just be easier to hook up a water container and let it water it. Yeah, I'm just hooking up a water container. We're going to do that. So that can go to there. And then I'll just put this in here for now. And that, I mean, that'll verify that that does in fact work. So here we go. Perfect. And then we can bring it back. Now, obviously, we'll set up the automation of that stuff. That also did not go far enough out. I just realized that. What is the max on this? We're going to need to throw an upgrade or two at it. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade that. And then I don't really care how fast it is. How much faster is that? Holy, that is so much faster. Okay, it does not need to be that fast. All right, so we're going to wait for this to go. I want to see if the vacuum works. I'm not actually sure that it does. And then actually, we'll put this in here. And then we can water. Okay, so my plan now, the next plan, is how do we get it so it only fires once things are fully grown. Well, we're going to need another sensor. And for that, I'm going to need another sensor. So let me see. Are we able to sense when a plant grows is my question. So I'm not actually sure where the final growth stage is. Oh my God, I just want to stand on this. Oh, you know what? I can't have that there. Well, shoot, I just realized. So if I go like this and we go up like that, what is the final growth stage? Is it right here? Is it maybe right here? Is that going to hit those now? Oh, I have no idea. And then that probably needs to be what, 2? Turn the sound on. And then we'll do switch mode, I guess. And you know what I'll do? I'll put a piston on it like this. And then we'll know if it detects it, because it'll go whoop and it'll stay switched out. Yes. Okay. All right. I don't know. Actually, I could test it. I guess I could put one on multiple of all of those and see if it can detect the stages. All right. So I have this set up so that way we'll be able to tell, I guess, if this grows. How has this not already grown like a little bit? You know, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. It has to be hooked to a battery. I was like, why is this not growing? It's like, this is the slowest thing ever. Yeah, that's why. It's gotta be connected to something. You know, actually, speaking of, where did I put my, like, battery and stuff? Because I had that from the farm over there. Where did that stuff go? I had a battery container. Oh, you know what? I left it over there. Yep. I gotta go grab it. That'll never grow right now. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. I left it here. Oh, look, some of these dried up. Cool. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our battery container in here. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. It's growing now. All right, so I have this set to 3. 2. Let's see. Well, I can tell you right now, I think that bottom sensor is blind. Maybe it only detects it when it fully grows. I wonder if that's like, maybe this is like a non-detectable thing until it's like, boom, fully grown. And then it's like, it's a detectable thing after that. I don't know. We shall see. Well. Okay. So that didn't detect anything. Well, I mean, you know what? That's the thing. Okay, so here, let's test this. Can this vacuum suck up this plant? No. It cannot. Let's see. Does it need to be on switch mode? Nope. Doesn't even try. Okay, so hold on. Let me do this. What if it is not close enough to the plant? So let's put in the smallest little thing. We'll do that again. We'll hook this up to here. And we'll try again. No. Still not close enough. I wonder if it depends on the plant. You know, I'm going to make sure that this is actually working here. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, no, that doesn't do it. Does not work. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna try something that probably also doesn't work, but I want to know. If I place this here, like a piston, right? Like, do we have like Minecraft physics where it's like if I extend something towards it, will it break it off? You know, like that's, you know, I'm curious. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do this. No, it is an immovable object. It apparently will not move. So yeah, I don't think we have a way to do any harvesting stuff. So this is what we're gonna do. That was the wrong thing. that was the wrong thing to do. So this is what we're gonna do. This is our system right here. It's gonna work because we can actually utilize this one right here to do fertilizer. So it'll do fertilizer, water, and then seed. Yeah, fertilizer, water, seed. And then, I mean, that's basically it, right? Other than needing to be able to come back and then like reset. Okay. And I'm trying to think of like the best way to make this look like the nicest, like the prettiest, because we have to have this line of 3 regardless of where we have it. All right, so I mean, this system works. It's easy enough. So I think the only way we could like make this easier, I guess, is like if we want to fill like a whole bunch of these right next to each other. But I think we can, and like I like this. I think this will work just fine. So what I want to do is I want to actually, I think I might put it, is that too tall to put right here? It might be too tall to put in this area. I was going to kind of build it like up in here. It might be too tall. I mean, I guess we could, it doesn't have to be up that tall. I mean, these probably do. You know what? I probably should plant, huh? Should I do like a quick little run through of this entire system to make sure that this is actually going to work here? Hold on a second. Let's do that. Okay, so let me put the fertilizer. Let's do this one here. And this one's going to act as a button. We don't need the sound on. So these are all on 2, right? Okay. So we've got our plants, our seed there. Oh, that's right. I've been shooting seeds at nothing. That's great. So seed there, water, everything looks good. I'm going to take that out. And okay. So yeah, this will work. So we'll do the refinement. Maybe we'll refine it over here and we'll make this like a little grow area. Okay. So here, let's just try this. Fertilizer, and we did not make it to the seed. There. Okay. It worked that time. Yeah, the sensor, okay, that was my fault. It works though. See, it obviously shot the thing down. It worked. Okay, cool. So that works. Let's go ahead and let's start working on like an actual place that doesn't look terrible. I guess that's all relative, right? Doesn't look terrible. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put down a nice platform down here. That way we can plant on, because like obviously we have to be able to plant on it. And then I think what I want to do is, wow, that was all 500 already, huh? Jeez Louise. Okay, so there's our little platform. That'll work for now. So we're gonna plant these on there. But like we're gonna have one of these going in the middle. So I want room on both sides to be able to like to grab stuff. But I think I'm also gonna have it go from, because like we want a side to interact with everything, right? We're gonna want a side that has like the batteries, the water, these chests, like so that way when they're like stopped, you know, they'll be positioned. We can like interact with them, hit a button, boom, sends them down, does whatever, and it's good to go, I think. Okay, so our sliding mechanism is going to be like right here in the middle. So I'm just going to run a row of ice down through here. So that way when we need to slide, we can slide on that. And then, let's see, we'll go ahead and use this extruded aluminum. That's kind of like our little backing thing. And then we're going to need the piston from that, which is currently maxed out. And then we'll go ahead and use ice on this one. So we'll do that, and then this should work. What is the max range on this thing? 15 blocks? No way. How big is that? I'm just kind of curious. Like if I put this here, this there, and then, holy moly. My God. Look at the size of that thing. That's crazy. Okay, actually, you know what? By doing that, though, I'm glad we did that, because I'm actually going to need an additional piston. We're going to need double pistons. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab those. Let me do, oh, I can't do 2 back to back, right? I have to do this and then another piston on that, and then another set of blocks like this. And then we want to upgrade this guy. So we'll do that. 15, 15. Let's just crank them both up a hair, and then that should move both of them at the, oh, hold on. Need to connect both of them. Okay, and then boop. Holy zooming. Oh. You know, I mean, I'm not upset. We could go further. We could take this a whole lot further. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, that'll work. That's fine with me. Completely okay with me. And actually, I'm just gonna run this all the way through. So there's that. That thing is cool. Zoop. You know what? Let's turn the speed back down to 1. Boop. Yeah, a little bit slower. Now, obviously, we're gonna have a little bit of a staging area because, I mean, we can't have gardens like start right here in the middle. So I'm actually gonna build up off of this one, and then we should be able to build basically everything on these. Now, like I said, I want the chests to rest like right here. That is what I would like. So I think if we do... Oh, you know, I just realized this is going to be interesting. I was going to run, because we're going to do 2 rows of this. Hold on a second. You know what? I forgot. This isn't also wide enough. Because this has to be like halfway through the garden, right? So we're going to need it to be like... we can have it over a little bit. Like that. And we're going to need, what, 2? I believe it was 2 blocks. That was not the right way. Is that? No, 1 block. Is it 1 block? Actually, hold on. How much room do we need in order to run that, this, and a T? We can go 1 more block over. Okay, that should be fine. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to have a T there. Oh, this is going to be too tall. It's going to be too tall. It's going to hit that. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be too tall. Okay, it's not going to work here. We're going to have to move it out of this. I wanted it under here, but it's not going to work. That claw, I think, is that a solid object? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, that's not going to work then. Okay, so I moved the stuff. I moved it over here. It's now right in front of this farm. But this is kind of the idea I had for this one. So, like, here's obviously our first little area. And then, can we place that, like... How do we want to place this? So we can place that one like that, and then we'll place another one above it. So one will be fertilizer, and then the other one will be the seeds. And then we'll basically have just those right next to each other. And then I have 2, because I was going to have them on each side. And then just like one long run like this. And yeah, I think we're onto something here. I think it's a super simple design, obviously. It's like, if I could figure it out, I guarantee literally anybody else can. Yeah, not bad. All right, so I'm planning on, I think, stacking another chest like that, so we can run vacuum tubes to the other ones, because obviously these are going to be placing, what, seeds or fertilizer? I guess it doesn't really matter. But let's go ahead, let's make 2 more vacuum tubes and run up to that, and then we need to do the same for water. And I mean, that's basically the most of it, other than, like, trying to make it look semi-nice, I guess. Maybe, possibly. All right, so let's see. I should be able to just hook these up like this. I don't like that. I want the arrows facing out. There we go. Perfect. Okay. It sounds like we have a friend. Friend! Hello, friend! You know, I'm not gonna lie. I've thought about moving my base off of, like, the path of a road, because then you don't have to deal with this guy, but I'm not gonna... It's kind... You know what? It's kind of like that, like the neighbor, you know? It's like, it may be annoying, but I mean, it's there, and it's something, you know? It's not just like boring and like lifeless, you know? We've got some kind of action going on, you know what I mean? So I feel like we would miss the seeker bot if we didn't live here anymore, you know? I don't know. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Now, I guess actually one of the things we're going to definitely need is we're going to need grow beds. Oh, that means I need more soil. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need lots of grow beds. Also, ooh, cable rolls. So I'm gonna need to go down and grab cable rolls. We're gonna have to go out and do a little bit of farming for some wood real fast, because we're gonna want, I don't know how many of these we're gonna want. We're probably gonna want, I guess I should wait till this is over. I almost ran out there. Okay, so we're probably gonna want, like, let's see, leave a space. So what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 12. 12 would be good. That would be a good amount. Or even if we just did 10, because if it was a 5 times multiplier and everything, that would give you 50. So if we did tomatoes, that'd be 50 tomatoes at once. Or if we did, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll do 10. 10 seems like a good number. 12 though. I mean, if we can get 12, like 12 would be nice too. So anyways, okay. But you know what? Here, let me just go ahead. Let me just hook these up a little bit more. I need a little bit more weight coming this way because there's a lot of weight going back that way. So yeah, we could use a little extra weight on this side. Okay, and then let's see, where is these two guys? So we're gonna need these. Do I want them like super close like that, or do I want them up? We'll just put them down like that. It'll be fine. Actually, I kind of want them as close to each other. There. Okay. So there's those. That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Sweet. So there's all of that, and then let me see. Let me grab these. Then we need this. We're gonna need these. We'll go ahead and hop up on here, and then we'll do this into that. Oh shoot! I'm gonna need another curved piece, and then we're gonna go like that. So that should cover. Yeah, so we should be able to do seeds and or fertilizer, whichever one. It doesn't really matter. Either way, I need another curved pipe, though. Okay, so we should be able to put this right... Oh! We're going to need a little teeny tiny guy. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So, again, those are going to go down. Perfect. Yeah. Like, I feel like this looks pretty good. And then, obviously, there's going to be water here. Like that, and that's basically it. So everything from here on, we're gonna go ahead and hook up the gardens. We need to set up the system so that way it can water and plant and stuff like that, but then come back without watering and planting. So that we will work on that. Should I go ahead and test it, make sure everything like moves and slides okay? Probably, like maybe. Here, let's just set the button right there for now. And I put it to this one and to this one. And then do I have these set? So we'll do max distance, and let's just see. Yeah. It slides okay. It doesn't look great though, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's not super stable. Yeah, it's fine. It's good enough. All right, I'm gonna hide in here. So I need to go get cable roll, and then wood. We gotta go get wood. Yeah, that's the next thing. First things first, we gotta go get wood. All right, so we got a load of wood here. We got 3 crates completely full. That should get us plenty of soil for this. Oh, I should have grabbed a soil from my farm because I have none. We are like out of soil completely. So we're gonna need that one seed soil in order to get started. And then I probably should go ahead and go grab some water. Actually, speaking of, we probably should go ahead and make some logic gates for our water thing over there too, because it's not very fast. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Let's grab 3 logic gates. Let's go set that up on the water. I don't think I have any already, right? No, I don't see any. Okay. So logic gates 1, 2, 3. We'll grab those. That way we can get water a little bit faster. Yeah, there they are. And then while that is processing, that'll hopefully get us enough wood in order to make our soil so we can get our little planter box farm going. This is exciting stuff. Okay, so here's our little water thing. As you can see, it's painfully slow. It is painfully slow. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go here to here, here to here, back up to here, and then we're gonna unhook that, hook this there, and then hook this there. Is that right? Maybe. Oh, hold on. I have to switch. Okay, so we need and, or NAND. There we go. And then it'll still go by itself. But when we're over here, look at that. Rapid fire! Bump, 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 bump. It's a party. So, yes, much faster now. Okay, I got a few. That's plenty. So let's take these over here. You know, I'm just gonna grab my soil too. All right, so let's steal one of these. That'll allow us to start making some soil. And then also, don't worry, I have not forgotten. We are absolutely going to do a 100 pineapple raid. That is going to happen. It will be a thing. Because we have to do a 100 pineapple raid. Like, you can't not do a 100 pineapple raid. I'm excited for it. So we're going to be doing that, but not yet. We still have to fix the front. Actually, there was comments. The batteries from the mining area, I guess, are indestructible. So we could put those in the doorway if we wanted to, and they could never get destroyed, which is great. But I'm worried that that might get patched out. So, like, we might do that temporarily, but, like, obviously we're going to prepare for other things. So, anyways, I've also been grabbing lots of seeds. So, that way we have all the seeds that we need. All right, so now that we've done that, we should be able to go ahead and hopefully make some soil. So, let me get one. And I want to get, like, how much? What do these things take? Oh, we got to go down and get the cable as well. Okay. Okay, that should be plenty of soil. Perfect. Okay. And then let's go grab our cable. Wait a second. Oh, no, that's the right one. I was like, why is this stuff in here? Wrong chest. Oh, no. We're out of cardboard. That's not good. We can't be out of cardboard. You just can't run out of cardboard. You know what? Let's go ahead and just let that do its thing. Let's go grab our cable. And we're going to go, we'll make some things. Oh, back in the mines. It's exciting times, isn't it? So we're going to grab the cables. And then, yeah, I think we're going to be working down here in a little bit. So I'm excited. Okay, so let me see here. We've got all of the... Oh my gosh, there's like a whole bunch of random stuff in here. Okay, so we've got all that stuff. I need to deliver all of that. And then let's see what we got up here. I should have cable rolls somewhere. Block. There's cable rolls. Okay, so let's take all of those. I don't think we need those down here for anything. So we'll just take all of those. And $318,500. Look at that. We're working on it. It will be a lot higher than that here soon, though. All right, so the cable has been... how many boxes we got now? That's probably enough. Yeah, that's probably good on the boxes. Okay, so where is our grow bed? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already have 1, 9. So we'll do 3 more. And then that should be good. Oh, let me grab my boxes out of here. You know what? Also, we need to hook this system into our other system so that way we don't have to worry about moving glow anymore. Oh, this is the wrong chest. Like, we are definitely evolved beyond the point of needing to manually move the glow. I know. It is a thing. So, we'll, I'm trying to think the best way that I want to do this. Do I just bring it over up here and, like, this way? And, like, hook it into, I don't know, like, right here somewhere? Or do we go, like, around? Do we just go straight up and over? I don't know what the best way is going to look. I mean, I guess we could always move this little guy. We could always move them down here, actually. Like, they could live in this area. That could be kind of cool. A little fun glow area for them. And then just send it straight up through the floor. Maybe, like, if we did the... Like, if we just brought it up right through here. Put a T in here, connected. Boop. Oh, those guys might be moving. New home. Maybe. Possibly. Anyways, okay. So there's 3 more. Let me go ahead and grab... There's 4. So that is... 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So exciting. All right. So we got the stuff. We got the goods. We got them. Okay. Let's put these. So we got to bring these like beyond the first one here. So do we want the little plant side sticking out like that? Maybe. It does look kind of nice, doesn't it? Oh, those aren't over far enough, are they? Oh, you know why? Because I initially... Okay, hold on. So we might actually have to have them this way. Because that brings them closer. Does that interact with them, though? Hold on a second. Let me see. Is that going to hit that? Oh, no. Slides right past it. Beautiful. Like a glove. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Where's... Okay, so we're not starting there. So we'll start there. Actually, those line up really good. All right, so is that 6? Yep, there's 6 on that side, and then we'll do the same thing on this side here. There we go. Look at that. And then we just need to make this look nicer. We just need to kind of close this in, make it look fancy, you know? So, well, also, I mean, I guess we also need to make it functional still. We have not done that yet. Okay, hold on a second. So that slides on there. Interesting. Where do I put the how did I have this set? You know what? I had the sensor. Where did I have the sensor before? Because like I can't put a block on here. Hold on a second. I need to think about this for just a moment. Okay, so I've done a lot of work to this thing because my goodness, was I running into one issue after another. So I don't even know if it's going to work right now. I was hoping to get these to work in reverse. So basically there's always a signal. And then when there's not, it actually goes off. So I'm actually curious, like if I go like this. Yeah, I honestly have no idea. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put seeds in here. And we're going to see what happens. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. It's just going to continually shoot them out. Oh, man. So I set up this whole system. I was hoping it would read only the 2 blocks away. And basically what we do, we flip the switch. It would go down, see, and it would go beep, beep. It would see these missing blocks, right? It would go here. That toggles it. Now they go up. And then on the way back, it wouldn't send off anything because there's nothing there. Or because it's blocked, you know? So it wouldn't see that difference. But unfortunately, that is not how it's working. Oh, that is not how it's working. So I don't think if I do like range of 2, like I don't think that's going to change anything here. Yeah, that did nothing. That did nothing. And you know what's kind of the bummer is I tested this because like this, it does work. You can hear them. And I was like, oh, it's good. Like, it'll work fine. It'll work fine. No, it won't work fine because it sees them all the time. I need to inverse. I wonder if this is a logic gate thing. Can I inverse this thing? So if it's on, it's actually off. All right, I'm trying the logic gate here. I would go into more depth of this, but like it's not functional right now. So I don't think we need to be going into depth because it doesn't even work currently. So if I can get it to work, then maybe I'll talk about it. I mean, it's not uber complicated, but it seems like it, doesn't it? So if I take these off of here and I wire to this, and I wire to these, can I switch this signal? XOR, NAND, NOR, NAND? Active if any of the linked triggers are inactive. Would that be it? And then, like, obviously this one's actually gonna have to go here to here. I'm not sure. Let's put some seeds in here and let's see what happens. So, go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it actually worked. It actually worked. Oh my gosh, it actually worked. It may have that thing may have saved me. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. NAND? No, we wanted NAND, right? Oh my gosh, there's no way did that actually work? It planted. Oh my gosh, we accidentally figured out something here. Okay. So let me do this. Let me go to here to here. Now, I do need a delay on this one. Because, like, the way I built this, it was bad, okay? All right, so, like, this is not a great design here. Because I kept trying to fix what I had already built instead of just rebuilding everything. So, basically what we have here is we have pistons underneath of all of these. And I had to raise this whole thing up by 1. So, obviously, the piston moves the block up, so that way it can no longer see the difference. That was my plan, and I guess, actually, with the logic gate, it did work. What did I plant? Did I plant carrots? I'm not sure. I might have planted carrots. Did I plant carrots? Let me grab some more carrots here. Because obviously we need to do some more testing. And then actually, do I have any fertilizer? Yeah, we have some fertilizer. And then water. We're gonna need water. And then, oh, we also need batteries too. Holy moly, I forgot. Okay, I want to see if the system's actually gonna work here. I'm genuinely surprised that actually worked. The logic gate actually fixed it. Oh man, I was so sad there for a minute. I was like, no, it's all for nothing. It's not gonna work ever. Okay, so there's those. And then I need to go ahead and hook power up to, my God, all of these things. Okay, all of those have power. Now, the top one is seeds. Bottom one is fertilizer. And like I said, I need a little bit of a delay. So milliseconds and seconds. So let's see. One, maybe like just a, I don't know. A 2-second delay, would that be enough? Let's send it. No, 2 seconds was way too long of a delay. Okay. Way too long of a delay. But look, it doesn't go off on the way back. And then it reaches here, and then it goes off. Okay, so how I have this set up, magic. These are magic generators. So I have a sensor to detect this block once it returns in switch mode. So it's in the switch signal to a logic gate down here. And basically this is set up the same way. Switch mode, it detects when it comes down here. But we have this set up to this active if an even number of linked triggers are active. So now, what I had to do is I had to mess with this block a little bit, like 1 or 2 times, just to like kind of get it synced up, if you will. But I mean, it works. So yeah, and then we have all of this logic gate hooked to all of these pistons here, and all they do is raise a block up or down by 1, so that way the thing can see it. Oh my gosh, it actually worked. It functioned. It did a thing. These are all done. No, they're not. They're not done yet. Okay, so let me see here. Let me verify. So this is too long. So we need let's try 10. Let's try 10 ticks and we'll see if that works. I'm gonna wait till these are actually done though. And then yeah, I'm gonna wait till these are actually done. Should I go grab fertilizer? I'm gonna go grab fertilizer so these can all finish. I want to test it and make sure that our fertilizer is hooked up correctly. Do I not have, hold on, fertilizer anywhere? Oh, I have 20 right there. Okay. All right, so the bottom chest is fertilizer. And again, we're going to make this look nicer shortly. Just, we had to do something. Okay. Actually, you know what? If we're going to test this with something, let's test it with flowers, because I actually need flowers anyways. That's the entire purpose. Oh, our chest must be full. Yes. Yes, it is. You know how I can tell our chest is full? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Here, let's just do this. Let me do that and I'll turn this back on. There. Holy moly. That's a lot of glow. All right, let's turn that off. We got enough glow for now. Okay, everything's done growing. So let me go in here. Let's grab, hold on, let's grab some flower seeds, because like I said, I need a ton of those anyways. All right, so flower seeds are going to go in here. And then we've got fertilizer and we've got water. Okay. So now what I'm hoping that I have, like I put it to 10 ticks. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Oh my gosh. Nailed it. First try. First try. And then it comes back. And that's it. It's done. And then when it gets back, it resets these things. And it's good to go. Oh my gosh, it's functioning. We've done it. We have made an auto glow far or auto bed thing. It's amazing. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. I know it's not like super crazy, but I'm just very excited that it's working. So I'm going to grab some concrete. I'm going to turn this into a building. I'm just going to use concrete for now because that's some blocks that I have. And then I can't believe it's working. I'm like so excited. I'm so excited that it's actually working, just like kind of sort of a little bit. It's really nice. Okay, so we're just going to put, like I said, we're going to do concrete. I'm just going to kind of like box this in a little bit. And like the machine is just going to be hiding. I don't think this is going to attach to any of those, right? I mean, it kind of looks like it might. I don't think it should. It shouldn't attach to anything. I don't think it'll attach to anything. Oh man, I'm a little worried that it's like, did I accidentally like attach something here? I don't think so. Okay, so look at that. Look at all these flowers. Oh my gosh. So many flowers. And you know what I've realized? It seems like we get the seeds back. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it worked. And then it goes back into its little hidey hole. Oh my gosh, it works. So excited about this. I made something that works, kind of. Oh, that's super cool. Okay. So, yeah, we're just going to have that guy like hide in there and then like, you know, he can come out and do its little thing. Now, if we want to make it super fancy, we could put like a door on here. Then the door opens, the thing comes out, goes back in, and the door closes. I could probably also make it so I just have to hit a button once. It goes down and then also comes back. But that's more steps. Definitely more steps. So I'm going to turn this entire thing into a little bit of a building. Let me see what we have to play with here. I feel like we should definitely use some other blocks. I kind of want to use wood. Like, I like the wooden blocks. The wooden blocks make things, especially with farm stuff, you know? Okay, so I put up these wooden pillars. I know, it's amazing. It looks absolutely beautiful. And then, like, let's see. How do we, what do I do here to make it not look, like, quite terrible? Okay, I was kind of playing with this idea, like a little fence, you know? It's kind of like a little fence here. Maybe, kind of. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I have 500 glass blocks, which is cool. However, that's not going to actually. It's like 500 glass. That should be a lot, right? No, not really. It's really not. Because I was thinking we could go down like this. I mean, it's an okay amount. I mean, that's not bad. Could like just do like this side and like this side a little bit too. I mean, hey, look at that. There's some glass stuff here. And then the middle, I was actually thinking the middle, we would put lights up. However, that is a little bit taller. So I think we're gonna have to build up a little bit for that one. Oh my gosh. I think it's starting to come together. I think we can make this look decent. All right. I got a few more blocks here. I don't have a ton. I really need to go out and farm up a whole bunch of blocks. Okay. So, this guy, obviously we need to go up from here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is let's go ahead and bring a wood. Actually, yeah, let's go wood here, like that. You know what? I just realized. No, that's fine. That's fine. That works. Yeah, that should work, and I'm pretty sure that should work like this. I need to put concrete on this side. This one is one lower than it should be. Okay, that looks good. And then what I'm going to do here is, I don't know if I have enough of this, but I have more net block. I like this net block as a fence. So we'll do that on both sides. And then that should bring it up high enough where I should be able to build on top of this without any issues. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and get some more wood. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then, like I said, I think we should be able to put glass on the whole top of this if we wanted to. I think, right? Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. And then we just tidy it all in. Oh, this is such a fun. I mean, it's not a huge farm. But I mean, it is a 5 times farm, so like everything we're growing here is 5 times multiplier, so it's actually pretty cool. I think it's neat. I don't have enough glass for this. There's no way. I'm gonna have to make more glass. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna close off this side. We'll do this. And then we'll bring this way. And then how's that look? Okay, cool. And then we'll use the net block right here too. Kind of keep the same look. There. I mean, this side looks kind of bland, but hey, you know, it looks all right. it's not finished. It is not finished by any means, but you know what? We're working on it. Oh, also, I made a couple like these random things. Let's see here. So let's see. We definitely need this. We definitely need that on there. And then let's see, where should we put this? Oh, we should put this like right here. That's off. We'll put one there and one there. Oh, look at that. I don't know if that looks good or not. You know what we could do, actually? Would that fit in like right here? Almost. Almost. You know what? It's gonna go back right there. It's gonna go back right there, and then we'll figure this out. Okay, that looks cool. I like it. And then maybe this side. I kind of want to like cover this box up, but I don't really know a great way to do that yet. Because like it needs to be covered up, but I also have to worry about the machine. You know what I mean? So yeah. You know what though? It looks good. And like I said, I think we're getting the seeds back out of this. So I got all 6 seeds. Now, it could also be the flowers are giving me the seeds back. So there's that. We go in here. Look at all the flowers that I have. Holy moly. And then we do that. And then let's see. Water looks good. Power looks good. How's fertilizer? Fertilizer, we have just enough. We send that out. Oh my gosh. We've done it. We have done it. It looks amazing. I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. There it is. This is what we're going to use to farm up all the basic stuff that we need tons of, like flowers. Like, look at all the flowers we have now. So now we need to work on the beehives and get those going so that way they're constantly going. And I'm actually thinking about putting the beehives like right here. So that way they're just here. We just boop, pop them right in here. Call it a day. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I love it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like if you're new here. Don't forget to subscribe as well for some more. But there it is. Our little automatic grow bed farm thing. I like it. I think it's cool. But thanks for coming out. Have a wonderful one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.